This smells like a Halloween lollipop that's been sitting in your car for like 2 years. It's 2:30 p.m. and I don't have a bra on still, so living my best life over here. All right, so today we're trying out more $1 makeup from Shop Miss A. I was on there the other day and was looking at the new arrivals, and there was a handful of things that I wanted to try out, so I figured we would do kind of round two. They have a few different $1 like cheap kind of makeup brands on there, but the best one that I found is their brand, the AOA Studio line, so that's what everything we're trying out today is. Everything I used on my face today I'll have linked down below in the description box, but if you enjoy this video while you're watching, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can join the Bayrito family and subscribe. I upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 6 p.m. Pacific time. All right, so I've taken everything out of my Miss A bag right here. Got a new wall art thing back there. I got it off of Etsy. Whoa, my nails matched my cup. Exciting things over here. I'm doing a full face on camera, but not every single product is gonna be $1 because I didn't have a full face worth of new AOA products to try out. So any other products that I'm using in here, I'm gonna try and mix in the other Shop Miss A stuff that I tried in the last video to try and see if I can get it to work in a way that I like it or just try it in a new way. For foundation, I'm going to mix the Shop Miss A Perfect BB Cream. I tried this in the last video, but I'm going to try mixing it in with the Ulta Beauty Full HD Coverage Foundation. This one is very matte and full coverage, and this one is like a more sheer kind of dewy BB cream. So I'm going to see how these mix. I've already moisturized my face, and I've also sprayed on a little bit of the Catrice Water Glow, Dewy Glow, whatever it's called. So I have two new $1 sponges to try. I think both of these are new on their site. This is the Wonder Bake sponge. This reminds me of the Sephora Cake, Wake, Bake, whatever it was, that purple sponge. It has like the flat sides to it. So this I'm going to try, I think, for concealer or under eye setting powder. And then this, which one is this? This one has like a flat edge. So this one has a flat side. I usually like sponges like this. I feel like I get better coverage with sponges that have a flat side. A lot of people like dampening sponges to use with powders, but on my skin it creates like really bizarre texture and things. So I might just use this just for powder. I think I'm gonna do that. I'm not gonna wet that one, but I'm gonna go wet this guy and I'll be right back. Here's the size right now so we can kind of compare it. Got quite a bit bigger. This one feels pretty dense. Like it feels very thick almost. There's a lot of stuff happening in here. I have been using and really liking this sponge that I got off of there from the last video. This actually works better for me than the Beauty Blender. It's super soft and squishy and it gets quite a bit bigger, but I do feel like it soaks up definitely more foundation than some of my other sponges, like my LA Girl sponge or the Morphe sponge that I'm pretty sure was discontinued. That looks nice, but I have a feeling I'm gonna get a lot better coverage with a brush. So I'm gonna try a brush on the other side. That just used up like 70% of the foundation I put on there, which normally would be like more than enough to cover my whole face. Yeah, definitely getting better coverage with a brush. I'm gonna try this round bottom side. This definitely feels like a lot. Yeah, this is pretty hard. Wouldn't recommend this one. If you're gonna get a sponge on there, go for the pink one over this. Sounds like I'm putting a balloon on my face. Sponge ASMR. That combo's looking pretty nice. Looks great on my forehead. I'm not gonna say Shop Miss A every time. If it's AOA, it's from Shop Miss A. So I tried the AOA Wonder Cover Concealer last time, and I remember not liking it. So I wanna try it again, but mix in with the Flower Beauty Concealer. Some of this guy. I remember that this dried really quickly, and I usually mix in the KKW concealer with this, and that one also dries really quickly, and the Flower Beauty usually helps to kind of like make it a little bit less dry and like quick drying. Ooh, that looks pretty. It's actually giving a really similar kind of effect to the coverage and stuff I get with the KKW. Total full coverage with those two mixed in. That's looking really nice right now. So I do want to try this sponge to use with powder, and I think I'm going to try the AOA powder again in Soft Light. I remember liking this too. I can't remember if I liked the shade Brightening or Soft Light. Brightening is more peachy and Soft Light I think is more like yellowy. I think I'm going to try the Brightening one. Here's the Wonder Bake sponge. Got it covered in powder. Let's hope for the best here. I'm going to add a little bit of the other shade. It's looking a little tragic. I'm just taking my powder brush to kind of blend that in. I would use that concealer combo again and try it with my normal powders next time. It did darken it quite a bit. I think I'm gonna have to add some more of that lighter shade over top. Okay, so for a face powder, this is a new one. So this I have not tried yet. This is the Perfect Finishing Pressed Powder. This is in Porcelain. Ooh, it feels nice and soft. Okay, let's see how this is. Oh, this almost looks like it would be a good shade when I don't have the tanner on. That looks actually pretty light. Maybe I should have used that under my eyes. My foundation actually doesn't feel like I need to set it right here. I'm gonna try a little bit. This might be too light for my shade right now. Even though my forehead looks really dewy, it actually feels not tacky at all. So that combo right now I would wear again because that's ideal for me when it has a matte finish to the touch and it's not sticky, but you still get kind of a glow. We're just gonna go to town with the powder right now. I'm actually gonna try and add a little bit of this underneath my eyes to brighten. Oh, there we go. Now we're brightening. I don't have a bronzer from them to try, so I'm just gonna use the Maybelline Fit Me face powder in 310. Use this as a bronzer shade. I forgot about brows. We're gonna do that. I'm gonna put this up on my temples today too. I've been liking the temple bronze lately. Something that I discovered from the last video that I love is the AOA Go Brow Gel. So I repurchased it because I've already gone through a full one of that, and this was in the shade dark brown. The only thing I don't like about this is that it runs out very quickly and the brush is a little bit scratchy. Other than that, it's great. The shade is great. I do feel like it adds some nice volume to your brows. It just runs out very quickly, so be aware of that. But I repurchased that, and then this is in the shade Clear, which I believe is new. So I'm going to use Clear on the front of my brows and then brush through some of dark brown on the rest of my brows. Let's start out with Clear. Whoa, this actually wait, oh. Okay, it says Clear, but I remember this being a primer, it said online, and this is definitely like white. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up because I remember something about a brow primer. Okay, just kidding. I think that was something else I ordered because the Clear one just says Clear, so it looks pretty white to me. I'm a little concerned, but let's try it out. Maybe it just goes on white and then dries down because that's looking straight up white, folks. You can definitely see it adding volume though. Doesn't look like it's really drying clear either. Not sure what's up with that. So I'm gonna go over that with the dark brown shade coming in for the rescue. This one feels a lot drier than I remember. Yeah, this feels very dry. I feel like I got a dried out one or something because I don't remember it feeling quite this dry. To clean that up a little bit and add a little bit more shape, I'm gonna go in with my eyebrow brush and that same product, but just get some of it on the tip of my brush so that I can then use that to just add a little bit more shape where I want it. So I'm gonna prime my eyes with that same AOA concealer. Blender on in. Yeah, that concealer dries very quickly on its own. So both the blush and the highlight shade I'm going to use looked like new shades on there. This is the Lumi Radiant Blush in the shade Wine, and this is the highlight in Blissful. Radiant blushes can be pretty glowy, like almost like highlight status. So we'll see how this one is. Yeah, that looks very glowy, but we're going to try it out. Yeah, these are basically like highlighters. Like, look at that. I'm all for a good radiant blush, but these ones are just, I mean, look, you can like see my cheek pores highlighted. Just to combat that a little bit, I'm gonna take that same setting powder on this brush since it still has a little bit of blush on it, but I just wanna kind of tone it down and mattify. So I'm just gonna go right over that. I feel like I don't really need a highlight because that, oh yeah, look at that. But let's go all out. I feel like I can't really see where the highlight and where the blush is. Whoa, Cupid's bow just got a little intense. Get the tip of my nose. Ooh, that's a pretty nose highlight right there. I would use that highlight again, would not use that blush again. Okay, so what I have been really looking forward to trying are these two new palettes. So this is the Foxy, and then, what does it say? I'm a Beach palette, and this one looks like the, no, not this one. This one looks like the Anastasia palette to me. Like these shades look very similar. You have that neon kind of yellow. Here are the shades in the I'm a Beach palette, which I also was just super drawn to. Look at that matte teal shade, that is so pretty. So both of these each were $10. So if you break that down, it's $1 a shadow and then $1 for the palette. I did try some of their single shadows in the last video I did, and they're pretty nice. So I'm excited to try these. I'm gonna start out with this middle shade right here in this palette, this orangey one. For a friggin' buck, these palettes feel like good quality. Like they feel like some of the ColourPop palettes. It is cardboard, but it has a nice weight to it. It doesn't feel super, super cheap. And you even get some like embossing right here. You also get a mirror on here. So I'm starting out with the middle kind of tangerine-y orange shade, blending that into the crease. Is it too much if I use the neon yellow green shade and this blue shade? I kind of want to like fade the yellow into the blue. I'm going to try it. Might be a disaster, but let's go for it. So I'm going to take this shade on my finger to start. Ooh, whoa. Okay. A little bit crumbly. Like I'm definitely getting a little bit of fallout. So I'm going to bring that about half of the way. I do feel like this is one that you have to kind of pack on. I don't think that this would work very well if you were using like a blending brush, like if you wanted a bright yellow on your lower lash line or something. I have a feeling it would just kind of blend away, but packing it on with my finger is working. All right, now I'm going to go in with this matte teal shade. First I'm going to take that on my finger, and then I will definitely need to use a brush to kind of get it exactly where I want it. I'm really packing it on. Place it a little bit higher. I'm going to take my Sigma E44, which is a little bit angled, and I'm just going to blend that out. I'm gonna use that same brush to blend the yellow into that blue and create almost like a green right in the middle. Once you go in and blend, it just looks a little bit faded almost. So I'm probably cutting this down a lot, but this has taken me a while to go back in, and I'm kind of just layering it a bunch. So I'll pack it on with my finger and then try and blend it out so I can keep the color but still blend. So you do have to work with these quite a bit if you want it to really pop. On this really tiny brush, this is the Morphe E36. I'm gonna go in with this kind of melon shade right here, and I'm gonna put that into the crease right above those two colors. I'm gonna blend that out. There's nothing on this brush. I'm just kind of blending out that melony shade. It's kind of like whenever I add another step, they're just kind of getting lost. So I'm just going back over that yellow again. Okay, not the easiest so far, but I think we're making moves here. So I'm just gonna put on some white liner on my waterline. This is the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk. I'm actually just going to apply a little bit of that down here too, almost as like a base to help those shadows pop a little bit. I'm going to take this same shade right here first, and I'm going to smudge that below my lash line. I'm not bringing it all the way in because I want to pop that gold right there. Ooh, had pins and needles in my foot. I'm going to take this middle brown shade on a flat edge liner brush and almost line my lower lashes with this. I'm not going to blend this out, so I just am going to create almost like a brown liner right there. That worked. Now let's take the gold. I'm hoping that this is going to be like a bright enough gold. That's not showing up at all. Like at all. Okay, let me try my finger. Definitely use your finger, and you kind of really have to build it up. This takes a few times of building it up before it actually shows up on your eye. I want a little bit more of a light kind of pop right towards the center. So I guess I'm going to take my highlight. Oh, maybe, you know what? This pinky blush shade might actually look better. This one's a little bit too cool. Oh wait, I think there's a lighter shade in this eyeshadow palette. There actually is this kind of white shade. I don't know why I wasn't seeing that before. I'm going to try and layer that on top of the gold, and maybe it'll just look like more of a light gold. Okay, again, you definitely have to use your finger with that one. I'm gonna try wetting this. I don't know what's going on with these metallic shades. Wetting it, yeah, different story. Maybe it's just the shades I tried this time, but I'm not feeling them a whole lot. I feel like I want a little bit more like something. I'm missing something right now. So I'm gonna take the kind of more red shade right here and try putting this on the lower lash line. There we go. In the past, the lashes I've tried by AOA Studio have been pretty dang good for $1. So I got two new styles. This one is Rita, and these look right up my alley. And then these ones are Alexis. These look like intense versions of Demi Wispies. But I also have a new mascara. Oh, is this a liner? No, it's a mascara. Underlash mascara. So this is a skinny lash mascara, it's called. I'm gonna use this on my top lashes too, just underneath the lashes. Whoa. Is that supposed to be bent? Yeah, probably to get in, wait. Yeah, to get in the lower lashes. But I'm gonna use this on the top too, like I said, just to coat them. These kind of angles always mess me up. Am I supposed to be doing it this way? It did the job, it coated him, and it's for the bottom lashes anyway. So I'm gonna trim my Rita. Where'd you go, Rita? Rita is on the loose. I haven't been able to find my lash scissors, so I just have full-blown scissors here. Ooh, I think I'm gonna like these. Okay. I just noticed these are actually double layered. There's actually shorter lashes that are double layered on top of here. I keep losing Rita. Rita just can't be tamed. Okay, so my lashes are on, and these do have a thicker band. I don't mind that. I feel like they go nice with the whole bird theme thing we have going on. I feel a little bit like a peacock or something right now. So now I'm gonna use the Skinny Mascara again for my lower lashes to see how it goes. This is really nice for getting super close to the base of your lashes. Like I had a little bit of the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil on some of my lashes, that white, and this is easy to get right up in there and cover up that white. Hopefully this doesn't transfer down. That's usually my biggest issue with bottom lash mascaras, which is why I've stuck to my Wet n Wild Make Length for years. But I like the applicator of this, and it's giving me nice separation. My lashes look good under there. We'll just see if it stays on my lashes. Last step is up. What? You gotta get that last sip of coffee before you put on lipstick, you know what I'm saying? So last step is liquid lipstick. This is the Wonder Matte liquid lipstick in the shade Fleek. I do still use, what was that shade? I think it was called Blogger. This smells like a Halloween lollipop that's been sitting in your car for like 2 years. Oh, that shade though? Ooh, I feel like this might be a new go-to. Oh yeah, feeling that shade. Hell yeah. That deserves a hell yeah. All right, so this is the final look. I feel like overall, like out of all of the products I used today, I wasn't as overall impressed as I was in the last video. I feel like last video had a lot of hits. This one, I definitely found some things I would reach for again, but I think I was expecting to be a little bit more impressed by the shadows. It could have just been the shades I used because these are really tricky shades to nail down. A lot of high-end brands don't nail down these kind of like neon matte shades, so that could be why. I like the overall finished look and how it turned out and everything, but you really got to work with them. Really liked the combo of this with the Ulta foundation. Where'd you go? I like that my skin feels matte to the touch, like it doesn't feel sticky, doesn't feel tacky, but I still have some glow going on. Okay, did the liquid lipstick just darken a little bit, or is it just me? I still like the shade, but I feel like it just darkened a tiny bit. These I would wear again mixed together. I'm gonna try setting these with my normal powders. I'll update in the description box how it went. The formula of the AOA liquid lipsticks are pretty much exactly like ColourPop. So if you're okay with the kind of more dry liquid lipstick formula, then these are $1. And they're pretty much the exact same thing. Finishing pressed powder, I would try again. It brightened up my under eyes pretty good, so I might even try mixing this in with my Made Cheer powder. If you guys have anything else you want me to try out from Shop Miss A, let me know the exact products or links or whatever down below. I'm excited to try out more lashes. I want to do like a big lash order from them because they're $1 and they have some good lashes on there. These ones have more of like the normal kind of fish line thin clear band, but these ones do have the black kind of thicker band. If you haven't seen it yet, I'll link my other video down below because there were some good finds in that one, but I hope you guys enjoyed this. If you did, you can give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, you can subscribe and don't forget to turn on the bell. I know everyone's sick of every single YouTuber on planet Earth saying that, but half the time notifications go out, half the time they don't. The best place actually to know when a video goes out is by following me on Snapchat and Twitter and Facebook. I always put out the new video there first. So if YouTube notifications aren't working, you can know by following me on social media. So I'll pop those in here too. But I love you guys. Thanks for watching. See you in my next video. Bye.